Hi everyone, I'm Alan from Newlands Nursery. Welcome to today's 5 Minute Friday, and we've got an absolutely fantastic 5 Minute Friday for you today. We are going to be dividing this plant and taking cuttings from it, so propagating it and making more plants from it basically. It's a mandarin mint, a really interesting mint. It has quite a pungent smell to it, which I really like. Great for like summer drinks and things like that. So what I'll do first is I'll take a cutting from it, and then we're going to divide it. So it's two different ways of producing more plants for free basically. It's nice and easy to do. So for the cuttings, I'm going to take this pot, fill it with a good quality multi-purpose compost. I'm tapping it down to get rid of any air gaps, and as it happens, it's reached the perfect level. So what I'm then going to do is take a tip cutting. So what a tip cutting is, as you'd expect, it's from the tip of a growing shoot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these two sets of leaves on, and I'm going to cut the stem just above a leaf node, just above a leaf break. And what that does is gives you this nice cutting that's nice and easy to put in. And I'm going to place that in the compost. What I want to do is, this is a nice clean cut anyway, but what I want to make sure I do is I don't bruise it by pushing it in. So I make a hole. You can do it with scissors, or you can have a dibber, make a hole in the compost and just place it in and tuck it in. And when you're taking cuttings, try and take more than one. There is absolutely no guarantee, even in a commercial nursery where we've been growing for years and years and hundreds of thousands of plants, not every single cutting will take. So always take more than one. In this particular case for the video, I'm just going to take two. So same thing, cut it above a leaf node, make a hole and place it in. So that's your cuttings done. You give them a nice good watering. So the next way of doing something like a mint is to divide it. So you may be able to see, this was from one cutting. There's almost like two plants in here. And mints will often do this. You'll get the plant that we planted in here, just there, and then you get almost like a sub plant coming up on the side, and you can see that gap in between. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip it out of the pot, give the pot a bit of a squeeze which releases the roots, just like that, and then I'm going to literally just break the plant just down like that. What I can tell from here, this is the original plant, loads and loads of root here. This is like a new plant effectively, and you can see there's roots stemming from here. So I know it will grow, and this is probably the most successful way of doing it. If you're worried about taking a cutting, this is probably the way that you're, never say anything's guaranteed, but you're much more likely to get good growing from here, and it'd be a bit quicker than a cutting as well. You're never going to get as many, because most plants you can divide in half, maybe in quarter, whereas cuttings you can often take 20 or 30 off one plant. So we're left with that. Then it just comes to planting it, and it's basically how you'd expect. So I place the new plant in here and then just tuck compost around it, just like that. Tap it down, get rid of any air gaps, and we do the same with the other one, just like that. And mint, being the plant it is and grows relatively quickly, if you left it another 5 months, you could probably do exactly the same again. So you could divide it more and more as years go on. When it comes to cuttings, like I said, I took two cuttings from that. I could have taken 5 or 6. So you're always going to be able to produce more. So if you're looking to produce loads and loads of mint plants, let's say you really like mint tea, cuttings are the way to go. But if you just want to produce an extra mint just like this, a division is probably the way to go. Simple as that. If you've got any questions at all on this or any of our 5 Minute Fridays, then get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.